Okay, I usually don't do UFO things and stuff. A lot of them can just be written off as one crazy thing or another, or a bug on a camera, or God knows what. But this happened just north of us here in Oklahoma City. Not just north, but anyhow, up in Oklahoma City, and it appears to show a plane coming into land. It's just the weather um, um, camera that they always have out looking across the city here or through one of the major thoroughfares leading into the city. And what's shown is from something in the top left coming down at a rapid rate of speed and cutting across this and out into the open area over there in the right above the number live 5. And it seems real odd. It's got UFO written all over it, and this was brought to my attention, so I just want to show you all this here. Let's see if I can go ahead and click the video on. You can hear them talking about it, and then we'll go into a little bit of analysis here and a good look at it. Right there. Now, what's odd about that, if you see if we can catch it again, just watch it come through. But this blur comes in from the left and zings right across there. I hope you can pick that up pretty good on my camera here. I've tried to get it on the highest amount. Let's zoom in here and watch this thing come across. Now, it's not a plane because there's not an airport over there. The first thought is that's just a plane coming down, but there's not an airport over there. Second thing is whenever a plane comes down, it actually slows down, and whir, if you ever watch a plane come down, it slows down and glides in. This is the shape of this thing, and that's a blur. And we've looked at a bunch of clips of this, and it actually has a smaller segment in the middle of it. And people are judging this as about the size of one of the cars that are down there. And you can tell that this is not sped up in any way or anything. You can see the cars going down the highway at that rate of speed. But look at the speed of this thing cutting across here. There's never a blink on it that says that it even is a plane at all. But much less, it'd be about the size of a car. And look, it's not sped up. You can see it come right across through here and just zing down like that. Another close-up here of it cutting across. I didn't quite catch it there. But you can see that these cars are all going at regular rates of speed. It's a normal thing here. Let's see if I can catch this coming through again. I just want to show you something. So there we have it trapped right there. In fact, it's inside of my circle right now, right? Okay, I'm going to move it aside, but there where I am pointing at it, its trajectory comes down to here. As it's cutting across, it would look like that it is not on the highway but parallel to it somewhat, and on the other side of this lighting system, but on the inside of the road that's right here that runs through. You can see the cars going at a normal rate of speed, but let's see if I can get my pen in here. Whenever you see this thing there, it is actually over those cars or just beside the highway. And as it continues to come and follow all down over to here, it's going away from you at an angle. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not going straight away from you, of course, but it's not going sideways to you. It's going at an angle like the road is. And it seems to be paralleling that road somewhat, and it zings down through. Now, one person has reported this and said that they saw it from the bottom go over their car, so they might have been one of the cars right in here right now, but that it was black on the bottom of it, but the rim of it was glowing, and it went straight over them, and the thing was going hundreds of miles an hour, but there was no sound. Now, looking at the speed of traffic that's going on down here, whenever this thing starts to move and go, just a rough estimate, giving leeway for the fact that it is closer to us than the traffic, but yet farther than that lighting system I talked about, says that this thing is going about 600 or 700 miles an hour. A conservative edge estimate is about 400 to 450 miles an hour. If you take the smallest little blur that's there and say that's the size of it, that's what you get out of the run that runs down through there. Other people say it may be almost the size, not of a diesel truck, but much bigger than just a car. If that size differential comes into play, it's going 800 to over 1,000 miles an hour through that stretch right there. We're going to kick this on again to show it to you, but notice that you've been someplace and watched an airplane come down. When an airplane comes down, it ends up slowing down, kicking its butt out, putting on the flaps, whirring the engines, and it comes down and really lands at, what, 150, 200 miles an hour into the wind maximum. This thing has got to be going at least 3 to 5 times that. And it's just flying out through here, and there is no airport, people. There is no airport over here. There's no airport over here. The airport in Oklahoma City is supposed to be on the other side of town, back that way out of view. There's nothing, there was no plane crash. And sadly, the video cuts right there because they're just talking and it went on the background. But someone saw this and captured it, and then there was a report from somebody seeing it from the bottom. And let me let this go again, and you see it's right there in the middle. But we'll watch it a couple more times. But let's see what y'all think about this. Look at the speed of that thing cutting across there. And first view there, to me, it looks like it's inside that light, but not much if it's inside the light. And then you can tell it's farther distance than that. But it is just zipping through there. This thing has to be going, comparative-wise, 600-700 miles an hour is the belief. And it's not slowing down as it reaches lower and lower and lower right here. And then the video cuts out right there as it switches over. But check this out one more time. Cars are going along at 60. That thing is going along at well above that speed. And again, here's the close-up of it. So that's just a strange thing, and a good find too. It doesn't look like it's any type of bug thing that's just real close. People that right off the bat looked at this go, no, it's not a close bug. That's a far away thing, and it's glowing. It's emitting light off of its entire skin. It's not got lights on it like the cars below it have lights on it. You can back this up and look at it again. It's glowing, and it's not a drone, and it doesn't have the blinking lights on it of any of plane or type of object, and it wouldn't be quite the size of like a Learjet or something. It doesn't seem. I mean, it'd have to be projected farther back for it to have even gotten near there. But look, it doesn't have a tail on it or anything. It's a flat object. Just guessing and basing on the way it looks there, it's probably 5 to 8 feet tall and about 15 foot long to 20 foot long, somewhere in that range. And no one has an idea of depth. It didn't turn and pivot to give you a side-on angle of it. And we're just looking at it actually just side-on, So, like looking at a car from the side, you can't tell the depth of it, that it actually goes the depth of, and we can't see through this to see that. But great catch here. See what y'all think, and if y'all ever get any cool videos like that, do like this guy did and send me a shot of it here, and we can go over it and try to get it out a little more and add it to what we have. Like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.